Okay, so today we are going to discuss the GL creation and posting. So we need to create the GL account. These are the end user job. That is, company people will do these activities. The consultant activities we have already done yesterday. We have discussed the how to create the chart of account, how to create the account groups and number ranges, retained earning account, and ultimately this chart of account should be assigned to the company code. Now we are creating the GL account. To create the GL account, we use the FS00 transaction code FS00 that will be created. The GL should be created centrally. Centrally means both the chart of account segment and your company code segment will be there. So as we have already mentioned that in the GL, two segments are there. One is your chart of account segment and the other one is your company code segment. Now we need to maintain in centrally means we need to maintain both. Chart of account segment, what are the information will be there? Your account number, GL account number, then under which group, account group, the GL should be created. And the third one is the name of the GL account, that is called text. Text, or you can say description. These three things will be there. And this information, the chart of account information, will be saved in your database table. Any information, anything you do, that will be saved in the database, right? And every system has a database. So in the database, it will store. That database is known as SKA1 database, SKA1. And your company code segment of the GL contains the under which currency the transaction should be posted on. Not posted, that means the GL account should contain which currency, that is called account currency, and some many other informations like currencies, then field status group, and many other information that we'll discuss in topic wise. Okay, your short key, okay, etc. So these information in GL, it will be stored in a table name called as SKB1. Now, apart from that, we have some extra table also. GL, we have another table that your text, the name of the GL will be, for that a specific table will be there. All the text will be stored in SKAT table. Okay, that is for text. Now I'm going to create a GL account, and from every group, in each of the groups, that is asset, liability, income and expenses, I'll create one account for the time being. As we proceed further, then we keep on creating the GL account when that particular topic comes up. Okay, so we'll go to the system. How to create it? Go to the accounting here, financial accounting, general ledger, master records, GL accounts, individual processing FS00 central. You can directly type your FS00 here in the command bar, okay, or else you just double click here. Now we'll see this page, and you go to the create button here, click on create and put the GL account. So GL account, I'll put 100, enter. Sorry, my company code is SON, put the company code S1 and put 100. Why I put 100? Because if you remember, in the account group number ranges, I put all the asset accounts should be starts with 100 to 199. If you open another page, go to the account group, the transaction code is OBD4. Go to position, put the chart of accounts, enter. Now you see here, all the asset groups starts with 100 to 199. So I'll create the first account that is in the GL group 100 and put the account in which account group the GL must be created, asset. Okay, and asset is a balance sheet account, so click on the balance sheet item. So this is, we are discussing about this information which is in chart of account. That is why if you notice here it is showing control in chart of account. That means we are discussing the chart of account segment of the GL, which is applicable to all the company code. Now description, short text you put. This 100 account, I'll give the name of the GL. Let's say HSBC bank account. HSBC main bank account. I'll create a GL because every company, every business, they have the bank account with a different bank. Okay, to receive the payment from customer or to pay the payments or to pay to the vendor. For that, they have a bank account, and whatever the transaction that the bank account process, or whatever the transaction happens in the bank account, for that the posting, for the posting purpose, we need to create a GL, bank GL. So this is the bank GL, and just copy paste here as well, long text, right, for Sony Enterprise, that is my company. Click on control data. Control data is nothing but the company code segment of the GL. That means this one. So here you get it, account number, account groups, and text. That is in the chart of account segment. This segment. Account number, under which company code, also under which account group, and what is the name. Go to control data. Control data, always select this checkbox or activate this checkbox. It shows only balances in local currency. What does that mean? Only balance in local currencies. Only balance in local currency means, that means this particular GL, in this particular GL, you can post any transaction in any currency. If you do any foreign currency transaction also, and the transaction, let's say you have done in some foreign USD or euros or any other pounds or any other currencies other than your company code currencies, so the system can take it. So posting will be made on this account, but system will automatically convert those amount into INR, because INR is your account currency where your account is maintained. Okay. So that is why you need to activate this. If you do not activate this, what will happen? If you, let's say your vendor is in foreign country, so you want to pay in foreign currency, you paid it, but once you post in this particular document or particular GL, system will not allow. because it is in a foreign currency. So we need to activate that. So if you activate, all the balance means your balances or postings in different currency can be posted in that particular GL. So that is the concept of this. What do you call it as only balance in local currency. And if it is a foreign currency, it will be translated into this local currency. Now, all other things we'll discuss when that topic comes up. Right now, we are not discussing all these fields. Now, what are the mandatory things that we'll discuss just to create the GL account? Scroll the page down. You'll see this line item display. You need to activate that as well. So what is this line item display? Line item display is nothing but whatever the transaction in happen in the particular GL. Okay. So which account is credit and which account is debited. Okay. So the debit credit line item, you can see it clearly if you activate this. If you do not activate, then you will not able to see which account is credited or which account is debited. Okay. So you can detail line item, see the detail lineup while viewing the ledger master. Otherwise, the system will only display the GL balance. System will not display the ledger balance. Okay. So for this line item display, system list all the line item of an account, and minimum in a particular GL account, there are 2 line item will be there, minimum 2 line item. That means which account is debit, which account is credit. And the debit posting fee is 40, credit posting is 50. So 40, some account will be debit, and here 50, some account will be credit. Okay, so these 2 line item you can see it. That will verify it once you do the transaction. Minimum 2 line item will be there. So that will be displayed once you activate this. And again, you put the short key. What is this short key? Short key is nothing but it is like how you can short the data. This particular key control how your assignment or your allocation field populated. That means the line item of the customer, vendor, or your GL account, how it will be sorted, or how you can generate the data and generate the report. And this shortcut depends upon your business process. But I'll give it. I'll log in again. Go to FS00. Now we're in the control data. Activate the only balances, line item display. Short key you can put it. This is the bank account, okay, bank GL. So in the bank GL, always select the value date 0 to 7. What is that value date? We'll discuss that in the bank topic though, but you will put just remember this to 0 to 7 and create bank interest. In the field status group, always you put G005, that is bank account. After putting it, just save it. Now you will see in the left hand side, your HSBC main bank account GL has been created under the asset account. Okay. Now we'll create another account under the liabilities group. Again, go to create. I'll create 200 account, because if you notice your liability series is 200 to 299. So 200, enter. Now I'll create it as under liabilities. Liability is also a balance sheet account. Then short key I'll put it like I'll create one reserve and surplus account. Reserve and surplus account. This is also called a retained earning account. Okay, it is helps to carry forward the balance, profit balance from one fiscal year to the next fiscal year. Reserve and surplus accounts for Sony Enterprise. Go to the control data. Only balance in local currencies. Line item display. Short key you put posting date. Go to the create bank interest. Here this is a general account, just put G001 and you save it. The reserve and surplus account has been created, another here. So I'll create another account under income group. So asset liabilities, income and expenses. So under income, I'll create another account, that is create. It is 300 series, 300 to 399. And those GL account number you have already specified in the account group while configuring. Okay, last class we have configured that. 300 is the income. Go to income is a PL statement account. Income and expense both. Short key will be income account. Sales account is a income account. Okay, so I'll put it as a sales account. I'm just creating one account, but under sales, so many accounts will be there. Let's say you are selling the raw material, you create a raw material sales account. You are selling the finished good, right? Finished good sales account. You are selling the spare parts sales account. Like that, different income real time. You will create multiple sales account, but I'm just for training purpose, I'm just showing it how to create the one account, sales account for. Go to control data again, same. Only balance in local currencies. Line item display. And here in the sales account, posting date. Posting means posting date wise, that means in the GL, which date the posting is made. For that, a separate report you can generate. Or you can find out, okay, date wise you can sort all the data. That is the short key do. Okay. Create bank interest, field status group. For sales is a revenue account. That means when you sell something, you generate the revenue for your business. For that, you need to put here it as a 27. Sorry, 29. Okay, 029 revenue account. Double click and save it. So under income, under asset, one account created. Under liabilities, one account. Under income also one account. Under expenses, I'll create one account. Expense account 400 series, 400 to 499. Enter. Go to the type description. Here you put expense account. Expense account is a PL account. To put, let's say this is my salary account. Salary account for business is a expenses. So salary account, because business has to pay the salary to its employees. For that, any month end when the business remit the salary to the employees, all the calculations and posting is done in this salary account for go to control data. only balance in local currencies, line item display. Short key, you can put it as a posting date, either posting date, or you can put it as a cost center also. But cost center concept you have not understand, means you will not able to understand right now. Neither we'll discuss that in the controlling topic. Okay. So I'm not putting the cost center. I'll just put the posting key. All the expense account is actually cost account. So, but cost account and cost center we'll discuss in controlling topic or controlling module. Till that time, we'll use this general account. Save it. Now these 4 accounts I have created in each group, one account, and later we'll create some more accounts. Okay. So account created, GL account created. Now I'll do one GL transaction, that is posting. We'll discuss the GL posting. GL posting, you can use the transaction code F-02 or you can use FB50. 2 transaction code you use or can be used to post the GL. Okay. So I'll give one scenario, and on that business process scenario, we'll post the transaction. Okay. For example, this is your business. Business means your company code. Okay, your company, and your business has a lot of employees, right? Employees are there. These are the employees, and you are paying the salary to the employees. Let's say you are in a business, you have one department that is called human capital management or HRM, human resource management, that is called HR department. Okay. HR department usually process the salary. They will generate the salary invoice. Which employee will get how much amount salaries, they will update it in the salary invoice. And the invoice has to go to the other department, to your accounting finance department, FI department, okay, or financial accounting department. So from HR department, the salary invoice will go to the finance department. And in the salary invoice, HR people mention, okay, who are the employees, his name, employee ID, and how much salary in that particular month the employee going to take it. Okay, all this information, due date, everything will be mentioned in that. And the salary invoice comes to the finance department. Finance department, they release the payment. So when a finance department first to release the payment, first what they do, they will post into the salary account whatever the total amount, they will post in salary GL. So they will post in the salary GL. Okay. And then after posting, then the bank GL, that is your bank account, the business bank account, will get affected. So that, let's say, when a business pays the salary to the employees, the accounting entry will be your salary account debit, your salary GL. When I say salary account, means it is not an employee salary account. It is the business salary account, salary GL. Okay, debit, and your bank account credit. Bank GL credit. This is the accounting entry which will take place. Okay. I'm talking about the accounting perspective, GL, not the real salary account or not the real bank account. You just think this is as a GL, okay, general ledger only. After posting, then your bank, real bank account and salary account will get debit credit will happen. First, it will happen in the your SAP system, okay. So as a finance person, a finance end user, they will debit the salary account, credit the bank account, and then your real-time salary account, a bank account debit credit will happen. So this is the posting. So how they post? They post the transaction through F-02. So use the F-02 to post the salary. So salary is an internal transaction. When the GL, 2 GL will be involved, that means salary account is a GL, salary GL, bank GL. So both are GL accounts. One GL debit, other GL credit. So salary GL debit means it will be posting key will be 40. Bank GL credit means posting key is 50. So salary GL account debit credit is posting key 40-50. Okay. Posting key control that debit credit. Now as a user, I'll post the transaction. I'll get the salary invoice from the HR department. I'm working in finance department. I'll process it. How to do that? Log into the system. Now you go to the here SAP menu. Go to the accounting. Financial accounting. General ledger. Document entry. Go to the F-02. Double click on it. Now you will see this document. And this document is controlled by the document type SA. SA means your GL document type. Okay, SA is a document type which is called GL. Put your company code here. In the real time, it will automatically come. It will automatically display over there. Okay. Currency either. Document date. Document date means the date which is mentioned in the salary invoice. It could be today's date. It could be previous date. Okay. So let's say assume that you have received the salary invoice from the HR department today itself. Today's date. And you are posting today's also. Today you have received and today you are posting it. Now, salary document, some invoice reference number will be there. Let's say invoice reference number is like this. Okay. Let's say salary and this is January 10th month. Okay, like now in the down you'll see first line item here 40. That is you are debiting an account. So what is the accounting entry? The salary account debit to bank account, right? So salary account, click here. Salary details, salary account I have already created. Select this. Now enter. You need to go to the debit side. Okay. So enter here. Now you are in the debit side. You see debit entry 40. What is the payment you are giving? Let's say I'm giving only one. Assume that I'm going to pay the salary, 50,000 salary to one of my employee. I put the 50,000. Under which business area are you posting the salary? You can add the business area also here. If your company process requires the business area posting, you can just put the posting so that the business area wise report can be generated. And It is optional. You can post or not. That depends upon your business process. Now text, let's say salary for the month of December. Let's say December month you are getting the salary on January. Okay. So salary month for the month of December. So I put it here. Now next line item means what? This is the first line item, debit entry. Next will be credit entry. So you debit the salary account. Now you need to give the credit to the bank. How? It is 50. And this is the bank account. If you do not remember, click the field help. It will take you to the new screen. Enter, where the system will display all the GL account that you have created. Select the appropriate GL, that is your SSPC main bank GL account. Then go to next page. Enter. Then this one is the credit page. That one the debit. This one is the credit page. The same amount, 50,000 debited. That is your salary account debit, and it will be credited to your bank account. Same amount. Instead of putting manually again 50,000, just put the star. So the value will be copied from the debit side. Business area, this field is mandatory. Okay. This field is mandatory. That means you need to enter the information in this particular fields. Otherwise, system will not allow to save the transaction. So business area, my business area I have created as a refrigerator and sound system. That are two business products. Okay, I'll put it a refrigerator. Value date, when any bank account comes into picture, the value date will be mandatory for that. Value date is the effective date when the particular transaction debit credit happens in the account. And for more details, value date we'll discuss in the bank topic, bank accounting topic. Okay. So I'll put the value date as today's date. And text, just put the plus. So for value, put the star. For text, put the plus and enter. Now it copies from the debit side. Okay. So now debit and credit is equal. Now simulate it. Before posting, directly you can post, but it is good habit to simulate it to check the net effect, whether a correct account is debited or a correct account is credited. So in our case, my salary account is debit 50,000 and my bank account is credit with 50,000. Posting key 40 and 50 and 001, 002, there are two line items. I'm able to see this line item, this one and this one, because of that line item display. I have activated the line item display while creating the GL. That is the reason. Okay. If you go open another page, go to the GL and go to the asset account. Here go to control data. Because of this line item display. Okay, I activated, no? So that is why you are able to see the two line item. Now I need to post it. Directly you post here. This is, or else you can click the document and post here as well. Select it. Now a document 1 is generated. Okay. So one salary is posted, one document, transaction document is posted in the system. So this document 1, you'll see here. Document number 1. But the question is, how system generate the number, means document number 1. System generate the document number 1 because in the global setting, in the second topic, if you remember, we have discussed the document number ranges. Document number ranges. So since we have maintained the number ranges over there, so that is why the number is fetched from the number ranges. Transaction code, you can go to the FBN1 or OBA7. So that I'll show you here. Go back. Now go to the OBS 7. As I said earlier, the transaction GL document SA control that particular document SA. Okay. Double click on SA. You will see 01 is here. The 01 is GL document, right? 01 number ranges is here. Under 01, if you go to the number range information, put the company code here. Go to interval. See here. Under 01, I have mentioned the number in 01 to 50. So one document so far we have posted one document. That is why NR status is 1 is updated. That means one document is created. Okay. If you create another document, document number will be 2 and it will get updated here 2. So during this is the interval system will take the number from. Okay. When somebody asks you, tell me where the system fetches the document number, answer will be document number range. Set in the GL document type. Okay. So that is the question. Now, this particular document, when you post it, document is posted, where you can see that particular document. Let's say I come out of the page. I'm in this front page now. Okay. So how can I see, okay, this document was posted? Go to the accounting and go to this document. Under document entry, you will see document. And click on FB03, that is display. Double click here. Now you will see document 1 is here. Enter. Once you enter, you will see salary account debit, bank account credit. This is what when company they do. They do the posting and end user people do this. Now if you notice, the document number is, you can see it in FB03. That is document display. Now, technically, if you see, okay, this is the document. If you come out of the page, go back. Now, in this particular document, every account wise I want to see in which account how much amount is posted. That is called GL line item. You can check the GL line item. This is your document display only. And you can see the GL line item. In a transaction code FBL3N. Okay. In FBL3N, how can see? Go to the account. Expand the account. You will see FBL3N. Double click. Now put the GL, which GL accounts are involved in this case? Bank GL 100 and your salary GL 400. Go to the open item, select the radio button in open item and execute. Now you see HSBC main bank account, GL account is 100, which is credited by 50,000. Posting key 50, on which date it is credited? On 13th of January. Document type is SA. Business area is this one and document number is 1. That is the bank account. Bank GL. Now salary account also. Salary account 400 debited by 50,000. So and so date, so and so document type and the document number. So debit credit happens, 50,000 debit, 50,000 credit, net balance is 0 here. Okay. So this is the GL posting where you can see the GL line item. Okay, this is called GL line item display. And this is a kind of report, complete report. Now go back again. And you can see the display balances. That means complete balance. Whatever today you do the transaction, you can see the complete balance in FS10N. Double click for the account number, let's say 100 to 400. Execute. Now you see complete balance. Debit is 50,000, credit is 50,000. Means you will not see the line item here, like item wise, like account wise. You cannot see. You will only see 50. How much amount is debit? How much amount is credit? Okay. And this is the 10th, because this is the 10th month. January is the 10th month of your financial year. Okay. Because our financial year starts from April. So April to January, if you calculate, this one is the 10th month. So that is why it is showing 10th month. So this is the complete balance FS10N. GL balance only. Okay. You can see it. Now we'll discuss. Say you have done one transaction. Several other transactions we are going to do also. This is the transaction in the salary perspective. GL transaction comes into picture when there is an internal transaction within the company. Okay. Salary is the within the company transaction, because here there is no third party involved, no vendor, no customer, only company and its employee. So that the transaction is within the company itself. Now what I will do is, if I see my documents, document 1 is generated FB03, 1, enter. You will see the document has a two line, means two level. This one is one level, which says, okay, document 1, in which company code the transaction posted, in which financial year, what is the document date and posting date, in which period the transaction happened, which period means which month, and with what currency. Okay, this is called document header level. So a accounting document has two levels. These accounting documents has two levels. One is known as your header level, and the other one is known as your item level. Header level and item level. So header level gives the information that is your standard or a general information. This will give the general information like document number, under which company transaction happened, in which year, which period, and which accounting document date and posting date, and which currency. Okay, these are the general data. So header level contains the general information. But item level contains the specific information. It is the particular information. It contains the specific information. Specific means what? Here you go to the line item level. Specific means which account has been debited, so your salary account. What is the account number? 400. What is the amount debited? Exact amount is stored. So exact amount, exact account number, you are getting it. Credited to which? So posting key also it's showing here. Credited to the bank account. What is the amount? Exact amount. Okay. So it gives the specific information of the GL document. So that is the transaction perspective. Now, what we're going to do is, next class, I'll be discussing the technical aspect. That means how those things, let's say I have created this GL. Okay. I'll show you the GL first and then the transaction related thing we'll discuss. You'll see, I have told you that, okay, whatever the GL I create, the GL chart of account segment is stored in the SKA1 table. This is called database table. Database table, SKA1. And your company code segment contains the information that will be stored in the database table, SKB1. This is the database table. So I'll verify this two and SK80 table also. So I'll open the GL page. This one is my GL page. Open the GL, let's say this bank GL, okay. So in bank GL on the account, chart of account, what are the things mentioned under which account group the GL is being created, what is the GL number, and what is the text. These three information will be there. So this is the application layer. So if I go to the database layer, I can see that same information stored in the database. So how to see in the database? Open another page here. To access the database, always use the transaction code SE16. Access the database. Put your SE16 table name. It is asking the table name. So SKA1 because I want to access the chart of account segment of GL. Put SKA1. Enter. Now KTOPL. KTOPL means chart of account. Okay. You don't have to remember all these fields and all. Just remember the SK1 table because in interview they ask. Okay. I'll create some interview questions and next class we'll discuss that question as well. And in the system I'll show you where it will. So KTOPL, how will find? Okay, I told you KTOPL means chart of accounts. How do you know? Just against that one field is there here. Just click the field help. Then what does it say? It says chart of accounts, right? Chart of accounts here. That means it is asking the chart of account. So select your chart of account. My chart of account is SON1. Enter. Now here it goes here. Execute. Now you will see all the GL account 100, 200, 300, 400. But if you want to access only a particular GL, put the GL number here. SKNR means GL number 100. Execute. Now you will see this is the chart of accounts SON1. This is the GL number 100. Okay, the same information is here also. Okay. So this is the GL number and this is the this is the GL number in application layer and this is the GL number in your database layer. And in which date or what date this particular GL has been created? 13th of Jan. So it is also mentioned in the 13th of Jan here in the database and in the today we have created this. That is why it is showing there. Now, who has created the GL? My user ID is showing here. That is who is the user. Under which group it has been created? Asset. Okay. So here if you see, there is an asset group. What is a short text? Short text is here. SSPC main bank account. Short text is a 20 characters. TXT 20 means it is maximum 20 character. Okay. So if you see here, this is maximum 20 characters the table can contain. Okay. And a long text is the 50 character maximum. So this is the database layer. Now every information you will see in the database layer, same information you will see in the application layer. Now go to the control data, that is company code. So for company code, information stored in another database table that is called SKB1 table. So put SKB1. Execute. B keyword means company code. Okay. Select here. You will see the company code here. What are the company code? Company code ID also same. S1. Manually you pick that option is not working, or else try here. Or if it is not fine, just put directly. So one name. Put the GL number. Execute. Now you see the same thing. GL number, which date it has been created, who created it. G005. That means what is the account group? Field status group. Okay. So if you go here, field status is G005, right? This is also company code segment. And in control data, which is the currency. Currency you will see INR. The same thing you can see in your database also. INR. Okay. The same whatever the information you mention in your application layer in the GL master, same thing you can see in the database layer as well. And another table I said, extra table, SK80 table is there, which contain the text. Text means your long text and short text both. That you can check it in SK80 table. SPRS means language, actually English. KTOPL means chart of accounts. And SKNR means GL. Put it, execute. Now you'll see the long text and short text both. For that, a separate table is there. So you need to remember in the GL master, these three tables, they ask in interview actually. Remember these three tables and which contain what. Okay. That is, they may ask, okay, tell me what is the chart of account segment, what are the information the chart of account segment or which table it contains, SKO1. So these are the questions I will discuss maybe in the next class. And for document level, some technical things we'll discuss in the next class. Okay. Header level also contain whatever the information, it will stored in which table, item level stored in which table, and we'll discuss some other aspect of the transaction, and we'll do some more posting. This is the salary posting I did, but some other posting we'll do it in the next class on Monday. Okay.